Welcome back to Ferocious Education, this is Ed. Today we're going to be talking about Xela technologies once more. Now I did talk about Xela before. Today's video will be a little bit of a dive into what happened ever since the last video was back in October, so there is a bit to go through for the time being. Now Xela is a company here that basically mentions that the process automation software, intelligent workspace systems, and technology experts come together to produce transformational results. So they're a global leader in business process automation, and they constantly try to refine their technologies and developing ideas to better serve their more than 4,000 customers in more than 50 countries. We connect clashing systems, upgrade inefficient processes, and provide the customized insight they need to elevate the organization. Now, they have different products, including DrySign, Digital Mailroom, and Xela HR solutions. Now, in their end of the year presentation, it's only around 3 slides, and they do mention a bunch of these things coming up or happened in 2021. So total equity was raised in 2021 to around $407 million in gross. Total shares outstanding as of December 31st was around 265.2 million shares, and the total ATM at the market sales since the completion of exchange transaction was around 2.47 million shares. And they plan to use the ATM only if strategically sound. Now, the total long-term debt reduction what happened of around $454 million in 2021. And the settlement of appraisal of action is going on in December 31st, 2021. And this is for capital for the settlement has already been allocated and payment to be made over the coming months. Now they're also on track to exceed the free cash flow improvement of around $50 million per annum in 2022. Their annual meeting also was held on December 31st, 2021. And their agenda was actually available here for replay. Now, nonetheless, let's take a look into some of the latest news that this company has to try to get a bit of a view before going on towards technical analysis into what the company has been up to. The last one happened on January 11th, so yesterday. Xela expands PCH global solution with leading healthcare insurer. So here, the latest expansion is valued around $6.2 million of additional contract value revenue, and Xela continues to invest in expanding PCH global capabilities to provide cloud-hosted solutions with one of the best edit resolutions for healthcare claims. This extension of deployment marks another milestone in the value proposition of PCH global platform digitally. Additionally, PCH global improved data analytics can be accessed via self-service model. Now, another one as well back 2 days ago, Xela Technologies continues velocity of DMR and DrySign in growth in Q4. So here they're basically talking about the growth of around 44% and 135% respectively. So DrySign got 135% increase prior to the previous period, or against the prior period. Now, France and Germany slated for DrySign launch in Q1. So here they'd go ahead and try to break things through and actually explain what they meant there. But I do think that this small paragraph is best representative of what's in this article. You can either pause or basically just I'm going to quickly trim through it. Xela services a growing roster of more than 4,000 companies, including 60% of Fortune 100s. And they do talk about basically through cloud-enabled platforms built on configurable stack of automation modules and over 17,500 employees. So they basically give an update into how the company is currently, kind of their market standpoint. But basically what I've read tells you everything you need to know about this news part. Now, they do have multiple others more. Every other day or so, they've been actually putting in new material for the end of the year, and as well back all the way since December, I believe, 23rd and earlier. So they are very active into the news. They're trying to stay relevant, but the stock price has been declining almost ever since the December 23rd period. But realistically, that downtrend started back all the way in November 3rd. So it's been a while that it's actually been declining. In terms of price over sales, it's around 0.1, which is very undervalued compared to the SP 500. Price over cash flow is around 5.08, which is not bad. Profitability, their EBITDA margins is 11.59 and gross margins is around 23.43. However, their net profit margins is negative 13.54. Now, in terms of profitability, it's acceptable somewhat. Management effectiveness, return on assets is around -14%, and return on investment capital, -21%. Now, a lot of these are TTM. TTM means a yearly kind of metric, MRQ is a quarter. Now, this has a lot of buzz for this company. I do want to see their end of the year, basically everything together in terms of the report, other than just this one here. I want to see more details about this that will probably be coming soon. But this company seems to have died from 782 all the way down and putting in new lower records for the 52-week range. Now, in terms of institutional buyers, you're able to see some have actually disposed of it. The last disposition was by Value Financials. They liquidated their entire position on 7th of January. Before moving on towards technical analysis, if you would like to see more contents like this, make sure to click the subscribe button on the bottom right corner and leave the notifications button on for this channel. Also, don't forget to drop a like if you've enjoyed this video so far. Now let's move on towards technical analysis. Now, from a technical analysis point of view, this has been going on as a downtrend for the longest time. I'll show you basically the channel it's propagating in, but the 80x shows that this is a very strong downtrend, 38.55, suggesting that it's still not done. It still has some time. Above 45, that's where you start expecting reversals, but it still has some room to continue going downwards. Volume %R, which is very similar to the relative strength index, shows this one is highly oversold, suggesting there's a lot more selling action than buying that is currently going on. MACD, you're able to see that currently, or by the way, when I say selling action, I mean that is the kind of stronger hand in the selling rather than buying. The MACD here sees a bit of a low kind of momentum in a positive reversal attempt, but nothing really is going that strongly. You barely even able to see those histograms. Momentum is -0.4, not a good look for the time being. Now, stochastic fast and stochastic slow, you're able to see that they're actually both at the very bottom lined up, suggesting that this might actually be a good time to pick up some based on a discount through historical prices. But if you're able to see, this is the lowest it's been ever since the split. Now, in terms of the moving averages bands, they're all going downwards. Your Bollinger bands are between 123 and 56 cents. Now, 99 cents and 81 cents is the moving average bands, but they're all going downwards as you get to see. You're able to see the volumes are a bit higher today than usual. There wasn't much related towards news, but it was more of an attempt for people to push it upwards, and it really backfired downwards. Now, this is the channel I've been talking about, and it happened ever since the 13th of August. It's been a really good channel, as you get to see, very uniform, and it's a bit of a scary thing. It still has to break above the $1.28 for even it to break this channel. Now we see this massive green candle kind of broke into it, but quickly right back fell into the channel. Now, if we go ahead and do a bit of Fibonacci retracement work to try to identify where those resistances are, because the support is at the bottom of 58.20 cents or 0.582. And you're able to see right onto here, the first resistance on the Fibonacci retracements is 229, then 335, 420, 505, 627, and 782. Meanwhile, the support only sits at 58.20. Now, there is resistances at 64, 71, you see a weak one at 76, but another strong one at 83, and then another one around 90 cents, and then around 102, and then going up to 111, and then 119, and then you start seeing above a 135, 141, and then around 160. But the current time being, it's a little bit hard to go on with resistances without support. So what I'm going to try to do, see if there's any analyst recommendations. There is last month one iterated at $5 price target, and another one 2 months ago at $3. So it has a moderate buy, 2 buys, 0 hold, 0 sell, with an upside of around 563% with an average price target of $4. However, the market makes its own rules, and you get to see that it has different things going on, and it's saying, nope, we're diving right down with a strong channel. So coming into the question to Ed, what do you think about this one? Well, it's really painful to see this massive, strong negative channel that has been going on for a little bit now. And I do anticipate that it might still go on for at least a week or two. And it doesn't look good at this time being. I'm not even sure. Perhaps it could be, it's not even the lack of news. These guys do put out news repetitively, but rather than it's no longer a hot sector for some of the people, no longer a hot stock. and might have seen as a meme with these massive jumps, and right now it's just going on towards oblivion. What do you think is happening here? Make sure to down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day.